Hello there. Welcome to Creative Crusade, my ongoing art journey. If you'd like to learn alongside with me, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you can know when a new lesson comes out. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. In fact, I don't really know why I do a whole lot of anything. So let's get on to the lesson of plotted perspective.
Alright. So, the plotted perspective exercise. This is your introduction into perspective. You have graduated beyond simple lines and flatness on the page to actual 3D space. Welcome. For this exercise, you're going to have your standard piece of paper, just like this, and you're going to divide it into 3 sections vertically. So let's go ahead and do that. It doesn't have to be like perfect or anything. You just get it roughly the same widths, or you can even make them different widths if you want to, if you wish it. I do not wish that, so I won't try to make it weird widths. Just adding some borders here. Alright. So then, now you're going to go ahead and choose a horizon line somewhere in here. If you make it lower down, it's going to be like you're looking up. And if you place it up higher, it's going to look like you're looking down. I believe that's how it works. We'll see. We'll find out. It's just going to be a straight line somewhere. So we'll do one here. One like in the middle. And one up. More upwards anyway. Then you're going to choose 2 points along this line that you've just made and add 2 vanishing points, or rather 2 little dots to represent your vanishing points. And you don't want to place them too close together, so I'll place one here, and if I place one like right here, later on I'll show you what I mean why if you place them too close together you'll get distortion, which is not really what you want. Essentially it'd be like if you used a fisheye lens. That's what kind of happens when you, or even a 360 camera kind of, which it'll make more sense once we arrive to that. So, in general, you want your vanishing points to be closer to the edges for this exercise. Now that you got those established somewhere, you're going to start filling in boxes in this area. And to start it, you're just going to draw a vertical line someplace. Doesn't matter the length, just as long as it's within this border that you have. Just like that. And then you're going to take each corner and connect it to these dots with your ruler. And then somewhere along this plane, you're going to choose to place another vertical line within it, like say right there, on both sides. So let's do this one really shallow. And then you're going to continue with these lines just like you did with this one and just connect them to those points. Then you'll take these 2 points where these lines intersect and you'll connect that back point. And then you have a square in 3D space with 2 vanishing points. And so then, if you want to, you can fill in one side to make it a little easier to see because later on it starts to get cluttered. Just use your ruler. Just like add lines like that. I don't believe this is a requirement, but it can make it look kind of cool. Something like that. And so you just fill in your whole page with like, add another box there. I'm going to move on to show you why you shouldn't place your vanishing points right there and there, or too close together, that is. And then I guess I'll finish off by filling out the bottom one, just so you can see me doing the whole exercise. So if you don't place it in between these two vanishing points, this is what happens. So far, still looks good, right? Until you do this. Then you have some weird, like, wedge box. Then you'll place your lines. You see how it's not a cube, it's a weird, kind of distorted cube. Like a pyramid is cut off at the top or something. But see, that's what happens when we fill it in. It looks wrong. And so if you don't place in between those two vanishing points, you get weird shapes. And that's not what you necessarily want for this exercise specifically. So now, let's fill in the bottom one. And your boxes can overlap and stuff too. If you want to make them overlap, it can get really messy if you do that. What I like to do is just add a bunch of lines somewhere in the picture of different varying sizes and degrees. And then I'll just kind of like go through them all and deal with them one by one. And you can even do one right directly on the vanishing point if you want. I don't know what that'll look like. Let's find out. Then you can just connect them all. It's probably better that you just do one at a time at first, just so you kind of get a feel of what you're doing, rather than just kind of Ramboing it. So you can already tell it's starting to get really cluttered and it's hard to see what kind of I'm doing. So this is where adding the weighted lines in there helps a lot. So once you complete one box, you can add some lines, which brings it forward in space. Makes it stand out a little more. I'm already having difficulty differentiating which box is which. Hopefully this is right. And when you're shading one that's behind another box, you just don't shade where that box is in front of it. And you can kind of see how that pushes it back. Lets this one stand out more. So much clutter. Lines everywhere. Lines for days. So that's my one right. And sometimes you can get really confused when you turn the page as to where you were looking. Or at least I do. If you want to be lazy like me, you can just convert one of these lines you made earlier into part of this one. I shouldn't be encouraging laziness. It's probably not a good thing to encourage. It's technique, we'll call it that. make this one super long just cause I can. Experimenting is fun. Hopefully, anyway. Alright. I'm just going to stick to siding or shading one side of this. So it's going to be this side. But this one is going to be in front of this one, so I'm going to make this one before I shade that one, and that one. And that one, and that one, and that one. I am a very special individual, in many ways. Intelligence, very much so. Intellect. Intellectuance. It's so confusing, I'm really lost. There we go. That's where it should be, I think. Okay. So this one's going to be in front, so I'm going to shade it in. And also I just made that decision because it's also really hard to tell what's going on right now. And I don't want to get lost. Alright, last one. Get her done. That was terrible. Be accurate with your ruler. Don't be like me. Eyebrows. Eyebrow hairs. Oops. Alright, there you go. Oh wait, nope. Got one more. Forgot to shade this one. There we go. Alright. And I did it wrong. I said I was going to shade this side, but I shaded that one. But that's okay. So anyway, this should be on about all three. Or not about, on all three. And your page should be full of lovely little boxes. Or large boxes, depending on your perspective. Get it? Right, anyway. My hair is kind of a mess. That's how you do the plotted perspective exercise. Yeah, so hope this helped, and see you later. Alright, so I apologize for being late on this and not having a video last week. And this week's video is also going to be late because, well, two reasons. One, I procrastinated for too long, put it off towards the end of the week. And then two, I got called into work, so I wasn't able to do it. So moral of the story is don't procrastinate because you're not able to do things that you want to do. I mean, I'm editing the video right now, so hopefully I can get it out by tonight because I gotta go to work right now, so I can't finish it right now. But anyway, moral of the story, don't procrastinate, and I'm sorry that the videos aren't flowing as much as they should be. I'll see you later. Or actually, you'll see the video and then I'll see you later.